To the Eastern Cape, where community members have allegedly beaten a man to death in yet another mob attack case. The incident allegedly followed allegations that he had stabbed his girlfriend to death. Let's get more details then from Ntsiki Nohiya, who joins us live now from Goso village. Ntsiki, a little bit earlier we had been speaking to the mother of the slain woman in this regard then, and then she detailed what she knew of the story. What is the community saying?
Well, indeed, Arabile, this is the open field where the community members are saying the boyfriend chased Nokuthula up to this open field. This is where he allegedly stabbed her to death in full view of their 7-year-old daughter and other neighbors who then came together. This community has a WhatsApp group. That's where they raised an alarm and everybody came out, especially women. That's what we got from the mother of the slain Nokuthula. In fact, even the members of the community here are also sharing the same sentiments as the mother, that only women who allegedly chased the boyfriend, apprehended him and beaten him to death. And when the forensic vehicle arrived, it loaded 2 bodies. And to take us through the gender-based violence incidences here in Lusikisiki and in Amapondweni at large, I'm now joined by Prince Tulumango from Amampondo Kingdom. Prince, thank you so much for your time. What do you have to make about what happened yesterday morning?
Thanks a lot, Ntsiki. I'm in a state of confusion now. Not so long ago, we were having interviews like this discussing a massacre that occurred in Ngobozane. I myself, today, I had to cut a funeral. I was in a funeral of a young man that was also stabbed to death in the very same Ngobozane, stabbed to death and then beaten with rocks on top of his head. And last year, towards the end of last year, close to New Year's, this very community of Goso Forest or Goso, within the Mchoboti area, 2 men were shot dead. So today we're talking about another female that was murdered. The case of gender-based violence as it pertains to the Mpondoland is very grave and very in an alarming highs. So again, we're appealing to government. Do not have temporary solutions for Mpondoland, have permanent solutions. After the occurrence of the massacre in Ngobozane, December seemed a bit quiet in terms of crime and gun violence, but shortly after that, and I'm thinking, the criminals are aware that the substitution or the policemen that were reinforced in Mpondoland have left now. So we are now witnessing another surgence of these violent crimes. Now, today we're talking about women taking matters into their own hands. I remember speaking to you last year, Sister, and I said, eventually the people, they will take matters into their own hands. And today we witnessed, or not today, but yesterday we witnessed that when women decided to take justice into their own hands and avenge one of their own. Now, we will keep on seeing such incidents. This is not to condone them, but we will keep on seeing such incidents until government decides to do something about this. Last year, I talked to Fikile Mbalula, the SG of, not last year, in 2023, I spoke to the SG of the ANC, appealing to him as a former Minister of Police and a former Minister of Sports to say, Ngobozane has high crime, and Lusikisiki in general, because there's a very high rate of dropouts. Now, as a former Minister of Police and former Minister of Sports, do something. Assist us, the kingdom, in affording these young children who drop out of school, in affording them extracurricular activities. Nothing was done about that. I'm still appealing. Thank you.
Just before I take it back to you, dropouts, that's another story worth looking at. In 10 seconds, but
ndifuna ukuthi ngokunokwam ayonto inhle yona le yehlileyo, kodwa ngohlobo kululo nondlela esiphethe ngayo urhulumente wethu angasohoyi ngayo, abantu abangomama bangafaneleka bababone sebesenza izinto ezifana nale, bathathele umthetho ezandleni kubo. Ewe ke kona msasazi ndifuna ukuthi kuba kungumntu, kodwa omama bafanele babayenze.
On that note, Butlungisa, omama bafanele babayenze, sisizethu sicawu, nawe ungumuntu ongumama, kubulewe umuntu ongutata, ebulawa ngabantu abangomama.
Yeah, ukubulawa kwabantu komuntu akukho right, but sanele ngoku abantu abangootata kudala besibulala and umthetho awusincedisi. Lo bhuti bezobanjwa mhlawumbi Monday bezofumana ibheyili. So sanele sithi kwanele le nto umthetho siwuthathele ezandleni zethu ngoku.
Thank you so much, Zethu Sgcawu Arabile, on that note, saying that as women, they are tired of being abused. They're not condoning people who take the law into their own hands, but they are tired of being abused. And the Prince earlier on calling on government to provide the kingdom with, some sort of support to make sure that they take care of the dropouts. There is a high rate of dropouts here in the Lusikisiki area. Arabile.
Ntsiki, thank you so much for that reporting, and indeed a harrowing situation. We'll continue to follow that for you.